Hi everyone, so this game was taken from my most recent stream, and the reason why I'm purposely covering this in another video is because I think it is a very good illustrative example of when you should not rely on Suji as a means of defense, and when that can actually harm your way of thinking. You're watching from the point of view of my opponent who is in first place, in all us, and I'm just going to speed through the first few discards because I want to focus on one very important misplay that he made at the end. Okay, so over here, he decides to chi the 4M that Kamicha has thrown, and he decides to cut his 1-3M block. He decides to pawn the Haku here and cut the 1M. And now, Toyman has declared Riichi. So Toyman is the one who declared Riichi, and he's also the one in second place. So he pushes his 7M into Toyman. And now he is in Tenpai, waiting for 7S. Okay, so as you can see here, Kamicha has just cheat a 4S, showing 1 Aka, and he has just caught pawn on the 3S. So this will be important later, and I'll explain why. And he discards a 5S here. And now we've reached the critical moment of this hand. So what this player decided to do is he decided to cut the 8S here. And his reasoning was probably he saw the 5S as a Suji, and the 5S was a safe tile that was thrown by this guy, and it passed into his Riichi. So he decided to test the 8S Suji. And as a result, he dealt into one Mangan and another Mangan, which actually cost him to drop from first place all the way to last place. So now let's analyze this moment in more detail. So why is this 8S a bad play? Well, first of all, he could have discarded the 1P here. The 1P is also a 1 chance because he can see 3 of the 2Ps here, right? Therefore 1P is less dangerous. Second of all, 1P also doesn't deal into this player who is obviously pushing a hand, right? And here's the thing, right? If you consider this player's score distribution, this player is trying to catch me, who is in third place, right? And if you look at the score gap, right, this player is 4k9 away from me, from third place. So he knows that this hand is most likely not going to be just 3k9. Most likely it's going to be 8k, right? So what hands do you put him on? You put him on hands like Dora pair, Tanya with 3 Dora, those kind of hands, right? Which will allow him to overtake third place. And 1P is also safe into myself, who is the third place player, because I have pretty much shown that I've already folded based on my discards. So even if 1P deals into Toyman, even if it's a Mangan swing, for example, it is still okay for him because he will end the game in second place. So if you look at everybody's hands, right, you notice that the lower sorts is all accounted for, right? This guy has pawn 3 or the 3S, there's 1 here, so 3S is dead. 2S is also dead, as you can see here, there's 4 discarded. 1S is also dead, right? And he sees 3 of the 4S, right? So what's missing is not lower sorts, what's missing is upper sorts, right? As you can see here, 9S there's 2 out, right? But you don't know where the other 2 are. You don't see a single 8S, you don't see a single 7S. So it's a very real possibility that this 8S might deal into hands like this, Shampoo 8S, or like this, Kanchan 79S. And especially at this stage of the game where it's your last turn, right? These are very real hands that could be in either of your opponent's hands. But there is a 1P here, which is a far better discard. And he puts him in Tenpai, and he didn't take it. So yeah, this is actually what inspired me to make this video, because I think the instructive moment here is that you can't always rely on Suji as a means of defense. And if you do, it will harm you. And I just hope that when you all watch this video, you all are actively aware of this and try not to make the same mistake. If there are better tiles to defend with, you should use those tiles instead. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video.